right on that holding turnover. Gonna go fan grip again.
Cut.
What is good, everyone? Eric Oakley of Infinite Discs. We're back for another Is That Good? And I have probably one of my favorite human beings. Actually, not probably, is my favorite human being.
Guaranteed.
Tina Oakley is here. We have a special disc in the Hybrid Fury from Latitude 64. Talk to us about the Fury. Talk to us about the hybrid plastic. Why this disc? Why did you choose this one?
So I've been sponsored by Dynamic Discs for a handful of years now, and I requested the hybrid run of the Fury for our Dynamic Disc Open release this year. I have been jamming on the Fury immediately since I got picked up by Dynamic Discs. Denise gave me, I think, 3 of her purple Furies, and I've been throwing them forever. For me, it is the reason I'm good in the woods. I don't think I'd be a woods player without the Fury. And the benefit of the hybrid plastic is it makes it a little more stable. And in my experience with hybrid runs in the past, when you first get them, they're more stable, and then as they beat in, that stability turns into extra glide. They start to get more true to the original flight, but with more glide. I haven't beat these in to the Dickens yet, so we'll have to see how that works out in the future. But they definitely do start off with more stability in the hybrid plastic.
Nice. I have also seen you throw the Opto X plastic
Yeah.
as well, where you use that for a little bit more stable. Do you think that this is going to slot in between Opto X and a normal like Gold Line or Opto Fury?
Exactly, actually. So the Opto X is definitely more stable than the hybrid, and this is a tick down from the Opto X run, I would say.
Nice. So what I've seen from the Fury, from Tina throwing it and other players throwing it, it's going to be on the understable side for my arm speed. So I'm going to try it out on some like cool hyzer flips, maybe even some fan grips. Another thing that we didn't touch on, how is it on a forehand?
I love it on a sidearm. I've only thrown it a handful of times on a sidearm, but it's one of my go-tos on a sidearm anyway, so having something with a little more stability, I tend to throw it on a hyzer and let it flip up and turn. For me versus Eric, as you'll see, it tends to still fade out for me. I don't have the same like arm speed, which is why I like it. It still has some stability for me. It's still an understable disc for me, but depending on the amount that they're beat in, I have ones that go just dead straight, I have ones that still fade, and I have ones that flip up and turn really fast. I throw them for rollers also. So it's similar, but it's going to be way more understable for Eric than it is for myself.
Well, I'm really excited because I definitely think that the Fury is a disc that more people should be looking to use as not only a disc that is great for beginner or slower arm speeds, but it's a disc that you can continue to grow with. It works in that way of being able to kind of try it out, allow you to get better to where it's like, oh, this was my straight disc, but now this is my turnover disc. So I'm excited because I haven't actually thrown it much. I haven't actually thrown this plastic ever because it's brand new.
It's brand new.
So, yeah, let's go throw them.
All
See
right.
how it goes.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right, so how are you throwing this?
So I usually throw mine with a tiny bit of hyzer, or as with these hybrids specifically, a little more on the flat side.
Okay.
But I'm still learning what the hybrid plastic does to this disc, so it's still interesting for me too.
We're throwing slightly uphill here, so that'll definitely show on the distance, but definitely excited to see it fly. Ooh, a little stand up. Good stability.
That's with hyzer.
Yeah. Like I said, we're throwing uphill, so it's definitely tough. That looked nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that flight. Okay.
As you can see with like a more flat throw,
Yeah.
it flips up and turns really nice, but for me it still comes out, which is why I like it so much. And I don't have a lot of discs, or I don't think a lot of people have discs that go super, super straight in the woods. I think when these beat up, you're going to see less of that turn and you're going to see more dead straight.
Sweet. Do you think I should throw mine with a fan grip to start, or should I go straight to a power grip?
Yeah, see without like too much power on it what it's going to do for you.
Okay. Hyzer release?
For you, hyzer for sure.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna hit a fan, like a nice fan grip. I'm still gonna try and pop it though. Let's see. I'm gonna go right at that basket. Okay, that's fun.
Definitely understable for you.
I didn't give it. I came flat into that,
Yeah,
so that was on me.
I would definitely throw it on a hyzer. You're gonna need that hyzer.
Yeah, but that seems like
It actually has some stability to it, doesn't it?
if oh man, just like big time, like throw it to the moon. If it gets that nose down, I already know. I think it's hole 11 out here. I threw a Centurion, which I think is very similar, maybe a little more stable than this, but very similar to what this could do on that big turnover shot. I also want to roll this really bad. All right, little hyzer.
There we go.
And fade? No, just held.
Just a little. It's
Wow.
starting to come back a tiny bit, but not too much.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's more glidey than I was expecting,
Right.
which is like I expected
For some
in this.
reason, the hybrid plastic does that.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I knew it was going to glide because I've seen you throw it, I've seen other people throw it, and it's in that like classification of disc that always has like really high glide numbers, but when I've seen discs where it's like, oh, it's turning over, oh, it's peeling out, but this one was just like,
Just kind of
we're just keeping our
doesn't do
flight.
anything too dramatic.
Cool, let's go throw it some more.
Okay.
So my initial thoughts are, has a lot, like I said, it has a lot more glide. I really am intrigued to try it on some forehands, see if I can get that effortless flip up.
My first couple on sidearm went way further than I usually throw sidearm, so I'm very optimistic about what that could look like.
Show me how it's done.
Okay.
You aiming for that basket? Looks like it. Look at that flight.
I got some wobble, but
Still nice. Here, let me try one. Let me throw your next one so we can try something different. Oh, dreamy boy.
barely had to throw that.
Okay.
You love it.
Wow. No, that reminds. Okay, so that reminds me again of.
I was curious what you would compare it to, because I haven't thrown much outside of the Trilogy brands.
It reminds me of like a seasoned Dynasty that I have, but it feels slower. But it feels
More understable though, right?
But yeah, it is. But it's like that's like my seasoned Dynasty, which is
Yeah.
great. So it's like easy. I know that if I hit it hard with hyzer on a forehand, I know it's just going to stand up and have a nice effortless drift.
Yeah, and for me, I still kind of have to throw these on an anhyzer. I throw most of my normal Furies, my Opto beat-in ones, a little bit on a hyzer, but these have more stability, like I said. So for me, I'm kind of having to come over on it, or at least throw it flat to get distance out of it,
Totally.
which is nice.
I think where this disc comes in is it's a great teacher disc.
That is why I think it's so underrated and why I love it so much. Is I think anyone can use it from any skill level, but I think it is a great disc to have when you're first starting out, for sure.
Totally.
When you don't have a ton of power, it's still something that's really workable. And depending on the state of beat-in-ness, you can make it do all sorts of things and have the same mold in your hand every time. That's why I love it.
All right, so how should I throw this one? Another backhand, you think?
Yeah, you wanted to do a big swoopy
Big high
turnover?
Yeah.
Let's
Should I
do
go?
that.
I'll go fan grip again.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not, because I feel like if I rip a power grip, it's gonna
You're
be.
gonna go in the woods for sure.
So let's just go hold the turn.
Oh, baby.
It's got integrity. It's
yeah,
really,
look, it
really
still
nice.
came out of it. That was a fan grip.
That was a fan grip. God, that's fun.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, it's super good.
Couple more backhands.
I think so. I want to hit these on a roller, and I want to hit it on a power grip to see, just about how much I can put into it. And it's a bit of a crosswind, and then I think we're going to go look to play a hole. For one, I think I may have made a mistake in not bagging the Fury because I was bagging the Thief for the longest time.
Yeah.
Where I think that this could I would say if you like the Thief, get a Fury, because Furies are you can find them where Thieves are kind of gone.
Yeah.
The Thief had a unique feel, where it's kind of more flatter. This feels like more like a shape like a fairway driver.
Yeah.
If I don't know if that makes sense, like
curved.
curved.
I didn't use the Thief a ton, so it's hard for me to say. But to me, it just feels perfect. This is like what I wanted this to feel like.
Yeah, it's got a nice like curve, comfortable feel in the hand. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
Awesome.
So, you're just gonna hit it again. Show us how it's done. I cannot wait to see that beat up.
Zach Melton approved.
Zach Melton approved. All right, so I'm gonna go roller first. I'm laying down a roller, Zach. Watch your face.
I'm gonna kick it over.
Okay. That's nice. It's gonna burn out right towards the basket.
That burned up pretty quick. You did
Yeah,
park it though.
but it's uphill, so it held a good amount. But I really, on a lot of rollers I like to throw, I really like to throw them like a little bit more like hyzer released as hard as I possibly can,
Yeah.
and letting them peel over. Where that one I kind of laid it down because it's uphill and I wasn't sure. Zach wants to throw it back.
Let's see how it does lefty sidearm.
Bring it up. Oh! All right, now I'm gonna hit one hard backhand. Let's just try and go for some distance. I'm gonna try and throw it out those exit signs. Yeah, it's like effortless turnovers. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that's uphill into a little bit of a breeze of a headwind, and I'm able to kind of hit it and trust that the disc is going to work for it. The sidearm was like probably the most impressive.
You just
where
barely have to throw it.
Yeah.
And it actually goes really far.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, you want to head to the course?
Sure, let's go.
Let's do it. All right, so
It's a little turnover hole.
yeah, we are out here on hole 5 of Jim Warner Memorial Course in out here at IDGC. So I think this is a great hole. I'm gonna test it on a forehand. I'm gonna try it on like a fan grip soft turnover to see if I can get it to hold through the gap.
This for a hybrid Fury for me might be too much of a turn for me to want to use.
But if it got beat in,
backhand turnover,
for sure.
But yeah, once it's beat in, or some of my other plastic Furies, I would totally use for this shot. So
Sweet, sweet. Show me how
I'll
it's
try
done.
sidearm for this one.
Yeah, let's see it. Swing it back into frame. Nice shot, Tina. Nice shot. All right, should I go forehand or should I go backhand first?
Sidearm first. Let's see what it does.
Cool. All right, just hold the gap the whole way.
Wow. Look great.
I think it's a putt. All right, I'll try it on that holding turnover. I'm gonna go fan grip again.
Cut. Hold it.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to.
No, we gotta beat him in.
A little inside.
Yeah, a little early.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Like again, I think it's the same concept that you like being able to start it baby hyzer
Let it flip on its
and then
own.
letting it flip over. So I think
Yeah.
I would like one as it seasons in as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, gonna hit him again. I'm gonna trust that hyzer like you were talking about, because I feel like if I hit it right, easy hyzer, it's gonna stand up and it's gonna work out money. So let's get it working. Hyzer. Just like that. Come on, flip.
Turn.
Oh.
So straight.
But it's like, it's effortless straight.
Yeah.
So another thing that I was thinking about was I could see this for like some patent pending shots, being really good because it's so glidey and effortless that I could just push it out like nice and flat, and I'll get that sweeping flight with it.
Yeah.
Really nice. Oh yeah. Don't hit anything, please. Oh, that was sweet.
But I got over that one a little bit more because I noticed they definitely are more stable, so.
That came out of your hand really clean. All right. Needless to say, Hybrid Fury,
It's good.
it's good. Hybrid Fury. It's good.
I love it.
It's a very, very good disc. I think, again, as we've mentioned a couple things about, great for beginners. I think it's a disc that can teach you a lot about your throw, and the moment you start to master the angles a little bit, it just starts to work for you.
It's a disc
so
that'll
well.
help you slow your throw down, which I think will improve your game a whole lot. You don't have to throw it very hard, which is really nice.
It's amazing. For me, this would be a fantastic kind of utility disc of get out of trouble sidearms, rollers, patent pending type shots where I want to throw a fan grip, and some effortless, just kind of easy turn bombers. So this is a special release.
This is the Tina Oakley Hybrid Fury Run. We will have these at our booth at Dynamic Disc Open. So it is a Dynamic Disc Open release. If you are one of our Patreon members, Twitch subscribers, or our YouTube members, you will have a pre-release very, very soon before the Dynamic Disc Open. And then after that, if we have leftovers after Dynamic Disc Open, they will be on whalesax.com. I'm fairly confident we will have some, and you will also hopefully be able to get some from a handful of our retail friends.
So I know that there's some really cool thought processing behind the stamps.
Yes.
What are we going to see on these stamps?
So we have 4 different stamps.
Oh, they're over here.
You have to use your
They're over here.
Vanna. Yeah, they're right here. They're right here. I had help with Zach Benson and myself designed these. They are mostly geometric, so they'll look cool when they spin. And of course, they are plant inspired because I'm inspired by plants. So
cool.
But I think there's a different stamp for everybody, and you'll be able to get your hands on a different set of stamps from Another Round Disc Golf as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Can't wait. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you do all the stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and
come to Dynamic Disc Open.
Yes.
And if not, come to whalesax.com and get yours.
that'd be great. Yeah, these are great. Thank you so much. They're
Thanks for
amazing.
having me. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Seems good. Is that good, Tina?
Great.
Let's go.